Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the San Jose State head coach before the game. One of the things Coach talked to me about was just the importance of getting their quarterback going. This transfer quarterback has been everything they needed and more. They are so grateful they picked him up in the portal. And now today, he is close to going over 3,000 yards for the season. They feel confident with the script. They meet every Friday night to see exactly what plays the quarterback likes. So they are confident they'll get him that mark early in the game. I'll keep you posted to how that looks down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Spartans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Quarterback empties his backfield. Second down, gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Irvin. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And I see what the quarterback saw. He saw man-to-man coverage on the outside. Give my guy a chance to win. But the DB won. Great job staying glued to the wide receiver, seeing the ball when it's coming, and batting it down.
Second and long here. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Straight ahead, it's Bates. Shakes off the defender. Guys, let's think for just a moment about San Jose State. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Weaver. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Out wide right, it's Ivy. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Spartans are facing 3rd and inches. Powers inside the 15. He's got enough for the first down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they call that a face mask. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And the Spartans are threatening on 1st and goal. Driving forward, it's Bates. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Spartan. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there and ready to cook. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. There he goes. He's past the sticks. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Vegas. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he tacks on the extra point. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Hits inside, it's Bates. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Left side is Ivy. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Back to throw, it's Weaver. They're all over it, and he gets it away.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Lets it fly. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And how about a 3rd down? They try to attack the outer part of the field. A lot of times those out routes are the hardest passes to throw. Defense ready. Good 3rd down defense, and they get the win on that one.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Needs it here on 4th down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, San Jose State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeps it on the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run him again. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. That's the end of the quarter. San Jose State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
They'll go back to work on offense. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll ride him again. Still on his feet at the 45. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
From the gun, it's Thomas. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Keeps it moving, it's Thomas. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Burnett. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, they weren't thrown to the sticks on that third down. They hit the drag route, and they get a nice gain, but that now sets up fourth down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on third downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
The Rebels will try to pick it up on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Rebels. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Making the adjustment on the play. To the air. It's Weaver. Finds his tight end. Maybe a crease. Good ball, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
On the run, it's Bates. Nice move there. Turning it on. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Spartans. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The handoff. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Long way to go on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. Caught. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
2nd and long here. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Thomas. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Still running at the 40. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st. Lets it fly. Caught. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. On the move. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. one more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Second down to the air. Under pressure. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UNLV. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with a look at Illinois, taking on the number 8 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Illini with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good...
Gets away from one, finds some space. The 50. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Spartans. They take the lead with the 6.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect him. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll take the penalty and move them back. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. At the 45, on his way. Racing to the right. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Number 32, set to kick it away.
Deep in the end zone, it's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. San Jose State's offense takes over and heads onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball.
Snags it, and there's running room. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bates.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Spins away from the defender.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Weaver. Oh, pressure's coming. Hauls it in. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
And the Spartans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Drops back on first down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Still 2nd down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. From the gun, looking for a man. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man by himself. Just plowing ahead. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And this four vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Throws it off the RPO. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Looking to pass, it's Weaver. Right side, it's Bates. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. Powers forward. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Look out! And he never had a chance. One final play before the end of the quarter. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. 1 second left here in the 3rd quarter. Looking for room. It's Glover. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. And that won't quite be enough for the 1st down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time. Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And when they bring on the punt unit, a lot of times I change my personnel, and I bring on a different unit, and I think it worked to their advantage. 4th and inches, you don't think they're going to run a fake. They run a fake, execute it great. Nice job by this punt unit.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Thomas. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He takes it at the 45, and they'll stop him right there on the return. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Weaver. Out wide right, it's McClure. They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here, it would be a 60-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
The Spartans come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. The run inside. It's Bates. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Moving the pocket, it's Weaver. Makes the catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. And the Spartans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, San Jose State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. His 17th touchdown of the season and 3rd of this game.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And the extra point splits the uprights. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The running back has it. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
I wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Complete downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Motion from the wide receiver. On the run, it's Thomas. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The fake wants to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's taking a deep shot. Picked off to stop the threat. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.